did not think I was going to like where this draft ended for Dplus, but ultimately the Scion and the Aatrox really kind of save it for me. I like their angle here.
It will be a advantageous trade, but at the end of the day, it is Scion. We do have Pyosik in the pits.
Yeah, Pyosik is ready to challenge this. No ultimates for the supports here.
I mean, he wasn't able to deny the smite, but it looks like Lucid's got his upgraded, whereas we don't have the same for Pyosik. So
I thought he might. He has obviously had very little jungle attention.
Oh! Big arrow gonna force a flash. Nice one there from Smash.
Smash attention is real, though.
And Victor loving this 1v1. Showmaker going in, but guess who's here as well? It is the Nico and the Nafiri. The charm comes in and Showmaker just dies instead. As now Lucid is just, lone wolf dying to Pyosik. And that's 2 kills over to the side of DNS just like that, 10 minutes in. Being very annoying on the Ashe.
That's another wave gone, and there's no answer.
Oh, in fact, land the root on a Peter who just throws up the Pop Blossom and says, witness me.
It must have been a large trading pattern that eventually gave him a big enough edge. Smash is ultless, but he is also kind of close by, so Pyosik may want to think twice about this, as he is going to show up, and Pyosik's like, oh, not again.
Just going to try to steal it, not going to get it.
And like the way that bottom side, like the timing for that play from Smash and Career there is enough to get them 2 dragons in a row.
I guess so.
His ring finger was ready, Valdez. That's where it was going.
Ring finger on W, that's crazy. Shouldn't it be on Q? Dude, do you have your pinky on Q?
As long as I press W with ring, sometimes. I might be a bit of a psychopath,
that's
but
a bit non-standard, but you are a lefty, so I guess it's par for the course. They're trying to take down Dudu here with pretty much everything, and I think they will be successful. They do take him out, although the Rift Herald will go the way of DNS. Pyosik picks up the eye, and now just has to try to survive with that one. Duckdom also in a rough spot, is going to have to flash away, but yeah, no volleys here. Flash forward from Xiu. Not quite going to be enough damage, though, and now Xiu kind of in no man's land. But
as I thought with the quick cut, we had something happening in live, but the sacrifice for him does end up getting them the Herald. If he didn't flash there, I think they'd feel even better about it.
Yeah. So it looks like Dplus kind of just have to give this Drake away. You can see Lucid's hanging around, but just kind of waiting in the lack of vision. DNS going to move forward as a team, though, after the Drake take. Showmaker, he just doesn't really exist in this game. Like, every lane he goes to, he's just getting bullied, and now he gets stunned up, past the Spirit Rush away.
I don't know if that's worth for Dudu, though, because I think he kind of just had him bullied, and he ulted so early that Pyosik couldn't come in and secure the kill. They don't get the flash either.
And now they're just going to ult on the Lucid. They know they have the advantage, and they're going to find this Aatrox, as there is the Encore. Doesn't really do anything, as that Nafiri getting so much value, avoiding all the CCs. Slow comes down on a Smash.
As Dudu is having a phenomenal series, I think very quietly having a very consistent performance here. And he is the one who was able to push the Ahri away. Now controlling this lane, and we'll have a Crystalline Overgrowth to proc to grab the turret. He's looking for a second item here very soon. And even though it's only the burn urn, that damage does add up over time as he continues to harass. Because the Rod of Ages is going to give you enough survivability alone. You don't really need Seraphs in this game. You know, you don't need to go tier and play for that.
So they are set up here on this dragon, but DNS are not going to let them get this one for free. And already the damage is being done here. Xiu trying his best to zone away Closer. Not going to be very successful. It goes down to 1 health, and Pyosik is able to get it as they're charging into a slicing Maelstrom. Generally not the right call. As no stun goes on to Dudu, and now Peter finds the angle from the top side, but the damage follow-up isn't there. As Duckdom desperately trying to do something, but he is just backing away, and it looks like DK at least are able to clean up the fight in a big way. And now they're moving towards that Baron.
Yeah, Closer's E's do a lot of damage, but with this Seraphine, the heals will come through, and even has his heal summoner here, and I think that the damage will largely be blocked, and they can now just take this out. Doesn't have his second item yet, Career, but was very patient with his Encore in that fight. Could have used it instantly there to try to lock down the cannon, but he knew the damage had been done. The cannon was essentially neutralized by the arrow. Cryo, set up that vision. Career has flash, right? He's going to get that second item. I actually went Moonstone, in fact. Didn't even realize that. So his diadem is very late. But if he does get that item eventually, the diadem, it's going to be huge for him. Moonstone feels fine, honestly, in this case.
For the map, it looks like DNS are essentially saying, well, okay, we lost that fight, we lost the Baron, we can't force a fight here where Duckdom doesn't have any sums, and, you know, they're just having so much pushing power and map control in this game. They're just trying to clear the waves and essentially not die and let the game go away just yet. But that just means that Dplus Kia are going to get this very strong lead now.
Shiu just needs to mark the cannon because they didn't have vision between mid and obviously where they're pushing here heavily in the bottom lane. But as long as Cannon can't find that flank angle, I really don't think there's any threat here.
And you can see already a bunch of damage is going to go into Closer. He's just going to flash away. They don't want to play any part in these team fights right now while the Baron push is going.
Yeah, but that might have been enough to really knock down this inhibitor turret. Still 30 seconds left on this Baron, and there's a cannon minion here. Peter?
Okay, Peter going to go for it. Forces a couple of flashes, but might have to pay for it with his life. Although Lucid just gets burned down. Nobody able to heal him up. It's now Pyosik, the only one to get charmed, and Showmaker just on the run. You'd see a lot of damage done to the side of DNS, but they stopped the push for now.
Someone had to pull the trigger, or that inhibitor turret was going to go. And once it goes, the next wave hits.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Dplus Kia and you've got Sion, Seraphine, as that's going to be a very nice arrow here in Pyosik, who already takes a ton of damage, does go up into the sky. Shiu desperately trying to ult into him and take out the big dog. He's not going to be successful in doing that, but Duckdom kind of in the front line here. They're looking to take him out, trying to block with the clone as well, as Duckdom is flying very close to the sun, but he's going to live, as now Showmaker desperately trying to get on in there, and he will be successful due to not finding the slicing maelstrom he was looking for, and it's only Closer. As waiting for a charm to come through, he is going to hit it, and the slows are going to come through. It looks like Smash will take him down for the triple kill as Dplus take a huge fight.
Despite Peter's best efforts to keep Duckers alive, he goes down, and Dplus 50 seconds on the victor. They think they might have an angle here to look for the end. Showmaker backs, grabs the bloodletters, and Pyosik here has to do some shenanigans to buy time. I don't think it's going to be enough. Big wave.
He can't get close enough to clear the waves, and Peter on the Nico, he's going to try to land a root, but they just encore and burst him out, and all they have to do is hit the Nexus, and Smash takes one better than that. Looks like Dplus Kia will be moving on to the next round against T1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.